It's a Mark and Millsap episode of the King of the Road Show HD. And here comes the grand finale of our Mark Chesnutt exclusive.
Well, if you told me that you love me, I would feel so proud. If you let me hold you, honey, I'll holler out loud. I'll never love another, even if I can. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. Won't you let me, baby, just gotta hang around. I'll always love you, honey, and I'll never let you down. I'll never love another, even if I can. Oh, come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man. I'll climb a high mountain if it reached up to the sky. I could prove that I love you, I would jump off and fly. Even swim the ocean on shore to shore to prove that I love you just a little bit more. Won't you let me, baby, just to kinda hang around? I'll always love you, honey, and I'll never let you down. I'll never love another, even if I can. Come to me, baby, I'm a one-woman man.
Here's more from Mark about his upcoming CD, Tradition Lives.
I just got all my masters, the complete album that took us so many years to record. And the reason why I got to cover this too and tell you why it took so long is because when we started recording, we went in and did the first tracking session. And then I went in to try to do the vocals. Well, I started having some vocal problems.
Okay.
I had some bad problems, and you know what? Most of it was caused by acid reflux. And that's
My girlfriend has that.
bad thing
Yeah.
for singers, and I got that under control. And then we had some gear problems out here, and so I replaced all that. And so Jimmy Ritchie, my producer, was so patient, and he said, man, we'll wait on you as long as it takes. Well, then Jimmy had some problems. He lost both his parents during the recording of this thing, just one right after the other, and just all kinds of problems were happening. And so, but it kind of helped us really take our time and focus, and we replaced some songs with better songs that we'd find, and people in Nashville started writing country songs again.
Good.
Yeah, it was great.
They got
man.
the message, huh?
They
got the memo.
They started writing some really good country songs. Some of the guys that I've never recorded, some songs that guys that pitched me songs for 25 years, and I've never recorded them. Now they wrote me some country songs. Because my producer, Jimmy Ritchie's a great music man, and he's a musician, and he's a songwriter. And so he is in touch up there all the time in Nashville, and he lives there, and he tells everybody what to write, what we're looking for. And they got on fire up there, man, started writing country songs. And then once I got all my voice troubles straightened out, and then we tracked another session, and ended up with 13 songs, and finally finished it a few months ago.
When's that release date again?
July 8th.
Can't wait for that. That's a Tuesday. It's always on a Tuesday.
It's always on a Tuesday for some
reason.
reason.
I understand that. But
never could figure that out. But it's going to come out on Row Entertainment is the label.
It's not a dinero. That's your,
no.
that's your label, isn't it? Not a dinero.
That was, we have a label and that's what we put the live
and $1 of every album sale goes to the wall that Donald Trump wants to build, right? Not a dinero.
No, no, man. No. Not gonna. Well, I'm not going there with you.
Still to come, Mark's son Casey will be back in the Royal Spotlight.
He's talking about going into law enforcement.
Okay.
And so it's up to him. He's got his whole life ahead of him. And
He's a good kid.
He can play music, and for fun on the side. If he said if I write a song and it does well, or I record a song and it does well, that's great. But he don't want to just commit himself entirely to it like I did.
In the Royal Spotlight is sponsored by Pine Tree Lodge. Coming up next, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Parker Millsap's new music video, brought to you by King's Country.
King of the road. I'll let you go. I just want you to know.
I was a rock DJ years ago in the 90s, and I suddenly ended up on a country station. I wasn't real happy about it at first. But I was sitting around one day listening to some country music, and I heard one of your songs, I Just Wanted You to Know, and I listened to it over and over and over. From then on, I was hooked. I was hooked on country. That became one of my...
all this is my fault, huh?
It's all your fault.
Yeah.
And then came the... Well, I can't blame you for the hat, really.
No, the Iron Gang ain't got nothing to do with that.
Cruise down old Route 59.
King of the Road.